the way I have. Just fooling around, guys. What? Was I too loud? Look, I'm a magical rap battle assassin, everlasting, ain't no need for a caption. Me and my team, we so heroic, there's no opponent that can take us down.
Da, 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 da. Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Superfan Addicts podcast. I'm your host, Ray Showdog Prisby, and we got a show for y'all tonight. So let's get busy and bring in our guests. We got Brown's Mama Bear, a.k.a. Kanisha, a.k.a. We got Tim Waller, a.k.a. Firstborn, a.k.a.
Wow.
The head doctor. We got Brian Clifton, all the way from Cincinnati, Brown's doctor. And we got a special guest tonight. We got all the way from Columbus, Kurt Diggler.
What's happening?
How everybody doing tonight?
Doing great.
Doing good.
Y'all know why I'm in such a hype mood?
Why?
Because we didn't lose last week.
Period.
Period.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Exactly. Hey, y'all know the drill. We go around the room. Y'all tell us, you tell me what y'all been up to, what y'all doing. Go ahead, Brown's Mama Bear.
All right. So when I came on our little pregame that we had, I was sharing with y'all that we were in the studio, labbing it up. Every time I get on here, we're talking about, my progress with my senior, this marching up and down the field. We getting ready for the London, UK trip. And so then we just got into some more recording. That's how my fam right here, Kirk Diggler, asked him to join the show today. We'll get into a little bit more of that later. But the music thing, like we're just trying to get her up and going. She's got her website built. She got merchandise up. So she and I have been working on some stuff together, and we just teaming it up. It's all for the love of the music. That's where we come from. So for the love of the music.
Okay. Go ahead, Brian. What's going on down there in the Queen City?
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So not much really working. Feeling happy that we didn't lose the bye week. They were favored by 4.5. Then just found out this week that I'm headed out to Vegas. So I'm going to go out there and help out the Browns backers and the backer bash that's going on out there. So I got everything taken care of. I'm going out for 4 days. Going to lose about a couple $100 gambling and do other things that I can't tell you because it's going to stay in Vegas.
There you go.
That's right. Big Tim, what's going on with your dog?
Just keeping mental health going in the community. I just finally got my application and my final letters of recommendation to apply for my second master's degree at Ohio State. So I'll be attending there in the spring prayerfully. Give me some prayers.
Yeah, congrats.
For the confidence for that. Thank you. To achieve my second master's degree. And I'm hoping to lecture at Ohio State this coming spring as well. So keep your fingers crossed and some vote of confidence and prayers for that too as well. But other than that, man, I'm just hoping and praying that the Browns can find a way to turn this team around. And that's about it for me.
Okay. Our special guest, Mr. Diggler. What's up, Kurt?
What's happening, guys? How you doing? Listen, so I own a record store, and Browns fans, I know you don't know, but Jim Brown used to own a record label, and this is the label.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Way Out Recordings. So,
Wow.
I remember hearing
music.
about that.
I love the Browns, and I love Mama Bear. She saved my life. We'll get into that later, though. So I just had a great week of positive things, and I help run an art gallery, which I'm in right now. And
Well, you know what, Kurt? Might as well go on and give us that little nugget now. Go on and tell us how Mama Bear saved your life.
Okay, so all right, so this is important. So got a few stories. So Tim, thank you for talking about mental health. I'm a veteran. We lose 21 veterans a day to suicide. So mental health is very important to me. But music is it's my therapy, my whole life therapy. I come from a musical family. So while in Iraq, my second time, I was on a really bad mission, and I was listening to Middle Child, or Mama Bear. And so 2005, we had the bad headphones. So I was eating some hot Cheetos in my turret on my 50 cal, and I was rocking. My earphone fell out. So when I went to pick it up, they started shooting at me. So I put my headphone back in and I'm singing along with her and I finished the mission. So I appreciate it so much because had I not been listening to the music, I might not be here now, you know. And sometimes it's that simple. So I'm a huge fan and I'm happy to be here today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
that's a story.
Right.
That's
Right.
a
Wow.
story. Man. Hey, the power of music.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you for
awesome.
your service, and I'm so glad you're here with us.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Well, hey, let's get this party started. And because we got a lot of news came down the pipe. Actually, some came yesterday and some even came today. But the first big nugget that we're gonna talk about tonight, Kevin Stefanski is giving up play calling. What y'all got to say about? I mean, we done been down this road before. So we're gonna start. You know what, Kurt? You brand new, so we're gonna let you go first. What you think? What you think about this? Kevin Stefanski giving up play calling and turning it over to Tom. You think we're gonna see something, or you think this might be something else going on?
I think it'd be something else going on. So when you call them plays, right? When you get to a point where it's not working, what I would do, I would just pull up like Madden. I would just be on Madden playing the game, trying to figure it out. I get paid all this money and I'm still messing up. There has to be a better way. I would. Matter of fact, what if they did like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? He had like a iPad, and somebody from the stands could call a play. That might work even better. You know, let the fans call a play. What else can happen, right? What's the worst that can
Brian,
happen?
what you think, Brian? What's your
All right,
thoughts
so
about the whole play calling thing?
I talked to you about this earlier today. I'm going to ask the panel. Do you guys know what happened last year on October 23rd?
No.
He
Remind me.
passed it.
Nope.
Did he pass over the play caller to Dorsey?
When Kevin Stefanski gave up play calling and turned it over to Kevin Dorsey or Ken Dorsey.
Ken
And
Dorsey,
you see what happened at the end of the year. They fired him. He was the scapegoat. So now we're halfway through the season. We don't have a great season.
Wow.
He just turned over the play calling again to Tommy Reese. What do you think the outcome is going to be on that? Is he the scapegoat again?
Mm.
I don't know.
Here's my thing.
Mm.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So yeah, that might have worked last year. I don't know. I don't see that. I don't see it happening again this year. But stranger things have been known to happen. What do you think about that, Tim?
I think that if Kevin Stefanski as a head coach is not wise enough to know that he shouldn't have been the play caller in the first place, then I think he should be the one out the door, because ultimately that's his call. And then you kind of double down, and if it's taking you half a season to step away from that, you've got to wonder if he's a leader of men and can put the team before himself. So that's my take on it.
You know, something tells me he didn't. I would almost be willing to bet he didn't want to give up the play calling. I really don't believe. I believe that came down from higher up. Give up the play calling or be out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, but then that still lends to what kind of head coach that someone has to have you step down. That's even worse.
Right.
Mm.
What you think, Mama Bear? You over there humming?
I'm over here humming because I'm just like, wow, like everybody's got such deep stuff to say about it. I'm thinking we're thinking about where the plays are being taken them from Stefanski. What do we know about the guy he's giving the play calling to? What do we know about his play calling skills? What do we know about him?
Well, we know he's from Alabama. He coached at Alabama.
Okay.
And I believe he was the offensive coordinator at Alabama. And he called the plays at Alabama. So that's his background. And to be honest with you, I think he had, prior to Kevin Stefanski coming here, Kevin only called plays 1 year in Minnesota. That was it. And that was the year before we got him.
So maybe this is a good call.
You think?
You know, like, because maybe this is a good call because we're here now, right? So throw something and see what sticks is kind of where Kevin is now. I mean, it can't get any worse. I don't think that the play calling is the totality of our issue. I think we need to put the right people in too, but we ain't gonna get on that. I'm not gonna hop on that today. But you got to have the right people balling for the plays to work because you could call the best plays, but if there's no execution, you just out there looking crazy like them dumb trick plays we played in the last game. I'm like, what in the world? But they were only dumb trick plays because they weren't executed. If they would have been executed and the pass would have been gone off and they would have done something with it, we'd have been like, oh, that was so sweet. But so I don't think play calling is the whole issue with us. I think we got to get the right people in there.
Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's fair. But I'm gonna say this though. I think to me, what was the most damaging information was when they put up Flacco's 4 games and they put up Gabriel's 4 games and they were almost identical. And then Flacco goes down to Cincinnati and balls out. So that made everybody do a little bit of Is it the actually we talked about that last week? Is it more the quarterback play or is it more play calling? And I think we all kind of came to the same conclusion that it was more of the play calling that was causing that, because if that was the case, Flacco would have went down to Cincinnati and replicated what he had done up here with us. Well,
I mean, but better weapons too, though. We can't.
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
He got some weapons. He got some weapons back there.
Yeah,
We don't
those
have
weapons are
receivers like that,
crazy.
man.
Yeah,
We don't
there's a
have those
huge
receivers,
disparity
man. That makes
that
a
time.
huge difference when guys can catch a ball that might not be 100% catchable because they're just sweet like that. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from Flacco. I mean, he balled out. He did his thing, but he has some weapons to throw to.
Yeah, those weapons are crazy.
Mm.
I mean, that bomb to T. Higgins against Chicago. How did he catch that and run into the end zone? Our
Yes.
guy, I mean, I don't even know what Judy or anybody would have done, even if they were even in the play, or even if we had that play called. So, I mean, yeah, he's got elite people that are making plays for him too, which help out a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that. I think that Kevin Stefanski early on had a really, really talented offense.
Mm.
He had an incredible offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
He had Nick Chubb. He had serviceable quarterbacks at times. He is not a good head coach. Mike Tomlin, I hate to say his name, but he is an incredible head coach. When you look at what he was reduced to in some seasons, the quarterbacks he didn't have, the wide receivers sometimes would keep players out. He just will coach his way out of it. Kevin Stefanski's not a coach. I'm not sure what he is, but I'm sure what he's not. He's not a head
I
coach.
agree. I feel like Tomlin could have taken us to the bowl with Jameis Winston.
Yep.
That's when we had a boatload of weapons on offense, and our defense was never an issue. But we had the bomb offense. When you had Chubb and Hunt,
and you had a line in front of him.
Oh my goodness, a healthy line in front of him.
He didn't make good on that. They were zone blocking, and I mean that's easy to do, and it's hard. They had a running back that was a machine, and like she said, Hunt. I just don't think Kevin Stefanski is a good head coach, and I don't know how long it's going to take the organization to realize that and make a change. There's a lot of egos in the building, and people who will just basically go in a direction even though they're wrong, rather than admit that they made a mistake.
Right.
That's what I believe about it.
Right.
Yeah, I believe that.
So our girl Mary Kay, she loves a quote, and she said, from the people that I've talked to, Deshaun Watson feel like he could come in and be successful with this football team. So I guess my question to everybody here is, what y'all think about this? Go on, Brian.
Boo.
I don't think he can come in and be successful with this because he hasn't been successful with anything else that he's come into. So, and with our anemic offense and what we're doing, I really don't think he's coming in and changing it. He's going to be a run for your life quarterback. That's basically what he is.
Yep.
Right.
100%.
Okay. Mama Bear,
he said it. Brian said it, man. That's it. I don't want his stank on the field, to be honest. I don't want everything he come with, man. Like, let's just cut to the chase and push the door on out there.
Yeah. Okay. Big bro, you agree with your little sister?
Yeah, Mint Condition has this song, "The Queen of Come Here, Go Away."
That's a good song.
That's what the Browns are. It's like we recycle people. Come here, no, we'll take you back. Get out of here, Flacco. No, come back. Brissett, no, come back. it's like quit this recycling and move forward. Like this team is so afraid of making change and moving forward. And as fans, along with this boycott they're suggesting for November, they need to boycott the Browns. We need to boycott them because this is starting to become treacherous treatment.
I love
to us,
it.
to us as a fan base, man. We deserve better. We deserve better than this. And like I tell my clients, it is up to you to train people how to treat you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we have trained the Browns organization that we're worthless, and what we feel and what we care about don't matter at all.
Don't
And
matter.
they just don't.
Wow.
They'll keep peddling this product out in front of us, and we keep absorbing it. And they've actually made losing a badge of honor. Like, what kind
Man.
of craziness is this? You know what I mean? It's like we have been duped, and it's time we awaken from the slumber.
Wait. Time out.
Hey, bro.
Hey, listen. Everybody, listen. If y'all gonna be drinking, y'all gotta let everybody else know what we're drinking. So
Oh, that is crazy, man. I ain't had a drink in like almost 2 months.
it sounds like
Don't drink.
I'm over there drinking some yak, and Mama Bear over there drinking some Ripple. So we
All I got is this candy. I'm on a sugar high.
same
That's the green
page.
tea.
If we're gonna drink during the show, we all gotta drink the same thing.
Ooh, that's hilarious.
We need a sponsor then.
Well, the Browns fans been drinking the Kool-Aid. That's what we drinking.
There you
Whole
go.
life.
Hey,
Sour Kool-Aid.
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
Yeah, okay.
All
Oh, that's
Kool-Aid.
fire. That's fire.
All Kool-Aid, no sugar.
All right, Kurt. What's your thoughts on Watson coming back, Kurt?
I feel like they should just give me the money and let me sign up. Just put me in. I mean, if we're gonna put him in, just why not put me in? You know,
Put me in, coach.
I'm gonna score at least one touchdown. Maybe that's it for my whole career, but I got one touchdown in me. You know what I'm saying? I got that, and I do it for 100,000. You know, save some money. Spend that money with somebody else.
That part. Save some money.
Save all the
Right.
money. I got it. No, I think he should just stay wherever he is. We don't need him for nothing. He's useless. He's never helped us. He's never helped himself. So why would he be ready now? What happened? What changed?
Right. What changed?
He stopped spending money on his free time or something? I don't understand. What happened? Somebody was like, I don't love you no more? What are we talking about?
Man, y'all sound like a bunch of haters up in here, man.
But
I
y'all think he would be better?
Win.
Do you think he'd be better? An upgrade from Dylan Gabriel, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel stinks. Period. Full stop.
Tanisha,
What?
why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Full stop. He stinks.
He does.
I don't think
Dylan Gabriel should have never ended up on an NFL team in
Not
any
at all.
era. In any era. He just doesn't. He's not an NFL quarterback.
He should be in the CFL.
Hey, you know, last week's show, I think damn near everybody was getting traded, and the trading deadline has come and gone. And guess what? We had one trade.
Right, we ain't do nothing with it.
Well, we traded. What's his name?
We traded the defensive end.
Yeah,
Joe Tryon something.
Yeah. So we sent Joe and a 7th to the Bears, and we got back a 6th round pick. I don't even have a question for that because he never got on the field. Is anybody else familiar with this Joe guy that we traded away? Because
No.
I don't ever remember seeing his number. I don't never remember hearing his name called. Which is probably the reason why we traded him, because they probably went above and beyond on that defensive line, because that is our strength. That defensive line is our strength. So the fact that we were able to let him go, because I do remember when we got him in the off season, there was a lot of talks about how he might be one of the difference makers or whatever. I don't know, but yeah. So Chief is still here. Who else was on the? Myles Garrett. Well, we knew Myles wasn't going nowhere.
Myles better stay put like Kizzy.
He ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere.
55 million cap hit.
Stay put.
Yeah, he wasn't going nowhere with that cap hit. Um, so here's an interesting tidbit. Somebody had posted, why don't the Browns never have premier elite level wide receivers? Did you know that we've only drafted 2 receivers in the first round? And if Corey Coleman was any indication, I can see why we didn't draft any more in the first round. And Braylon Edwards wasn't that much better, especially
Butterfinger Braylon.
Especially if you remember Braylon Edwards when he that was with the Jets though. When he was going for the pass and he looked back and the ball hit him right in the face mask.
Yes.
That was pure.
And he was a crybaby.
Comedy. That was pure comedy. So I guess my question is, do you think that we have any well, no, actually, no, it's not really a dumb question because some of these quarterbacks, some of these receivers, they can play themselves into a better situation or better teamwork or whatever you want to call it. I guess my question is, do we have any generational first round talent type receivers on the team? Do you think
right now?
Right now.
Absolutely not.
No,
I don't think we have a. I don't think we have a number one top. We don't have a top receiver right now.
We don't have a number
I think
two.
the Browns do. I think the Browns are doing what they typically do, which is rely on their tight ends for passing game, which is so synchronized with the fact that our strength is our defense, right? Everything is it's all brute. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we need some finesse out there. We need some flighty, fast, yards after the catch wide receivers. And they'd just rather work with bulky. I love David Njoku. That's my guy. But they rather get a bulky dude and, send the tight ends out. We need a number one wide receiver, man. This is looking hopeless.
Here's the thing though. How do we even know if we have a true number one? If one, we don't have a quarterback that's going to get them the ball, and number two, we don't have a line to give the quarterback enough time to get him the ball. I guess
that's a good call out. That's a good call out.
I think if we had number one, if we had a number one, he would go get the ball. You see what I'm saying? So he would find a way. So like Michael Irvin, right? He'd be like, "Yo, hit me with that slant. I'm across the middle and I'm gone. It's five steps. Throw it. I'll beat it. Don't worry about it." You know what I mean? So we don't.
Yeah, but
that's the difference.
Okay, and that's a good point, Kurt. That's a good point. But here's the thing, though: when the opposing defense knows that one, your line ain't gonna give them more than 2.5 seconds. That's number one. Two, you got a quarterback that ain't gonna get them the ball. They put 9. Them slants is already picked off.
Those slants are gone.
They got 9 minutes. They got 9 minutes at the line. They take away all your short stuff, daring you to go deep. They are literally daring you to go deep.
Knowing you're not gonna do it because you can't see down there.
The quarterback can't get them the ball deep. The line ain't gonna hold it long enough for anybody to go deep. So it's a quandary.
It's a catch-22.
The other part is that I think I'll put it like this. I think if the Browns get rid of Judy and what's this number 18? I can't think of his name right now. He's been out. He's just not coming back. The other wide receiver,
David Bell.
No,
not Bell.
The one right now.
He's just coming back off an injury.
Cedric Tillman, number 19.
Cedric Tillman, 19. I'm sorry, yeah, Cedric shouldn't be wearing Bernie's old number, but anyway, I think if you get rid of those two, if you get rid of those two, I think the Browns have a talented enough receiving core. And here's why I say that. Like when you look at Tom Brady's career, the one year he had a true number one, which was Randy Moss, he didn't win the Super Bowl. But he had a heavy complement of very functional receivers who know how to get open because Tom Brady knows how to call plays and where to put the football. That has a lot to do with it. Like a lot of these excuses that we come in with, like the offensive line, you have to be able to coach yourself and have a certain quarterback that can actually function within that. We sat here and we watched Shador Sanders throw Travis Hunter into a Heisman Trophy with no line at all. So a lot of some of this stuff you can game plan out of, and two, you have to have the right personnel, like Mama Bear alluded
Mm.
to earlier. Is having those two things. It's like, here are our deficiencies. We've got to block. We've got to overcome those. That's our job as a team, as a coaching staff, to overcome whatever deficiency we have. They don't do a good job at that. They never adjust well. That's the head coach, and it's the wrong quarterback. But I believe, like somebody put Floria up. Floria, Corley,
Mhm.
Larvadan, those guys bond with the right
Let them.
quarterback. I believe
Yes.
that receiving core it has what it takes with a serviceable quarterback and a coach that knows what he's doing. Because we watch the Steelers do it with less. We watch other teams do it with less. It's like,
Mm.
come on. Tom
Mm.
Brady never had a real true number one his whole career. He really didn't. Until that 1 year with Moss, and like I said, he didn't win a Super Bowl.
He didn't
He
win.
had guys like Floria running routes for him. That's
Mm.
all. And a brilliant coach.
And he was throwing them open.
That's
What?
it.
Mm.
Well, our other problem is you know who
Football is
number two in
football,
the
man.
league at dropping passes is?
The Browns.
It's Jerry Judy. He's number two
Very
at
good.
dropping passes.
Yeah.
54
Yes.
Stop.
attempts. He's got 8
Stop.
dropped passes. A true number one doesn't drop passes. You ever heard
No.
Calvin Johnson, how many passes he's dropped? Michael Irvin. They don't drop passes. He's
Yeah.
got 8
NFL
dropped
receivers
passes.
don't drop passes.
They're
All
not
right.
Go
supposed to.
home. What
Okay.
job? What job has a failure rate that high that's acceptable, and you continue to work? Please,
Yeah.
Mm.
that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy, and we keep accepting it. We keep showing up, watching the games, going and buying the tickets and the hats and shirts, and we keep accepting. Like, come on, we'll take more. This is ridiculous. At some point, somebody's got to do or say something, or do or say nothing. That might be the ticket.
Ooh.
Just
Mm.
ignore them. It's like this team is ignorable now. They really are.
Mm.
Yeah.
You gonna talk us out of being Browns fans?
No,
But see, if you go deeper though, where this is these are not the Browns. These are not the Browns. This is not what Paul
Oh,
Brown had in mind. This is not the
Ooh.
tradition. So we're not getting the product of the Browns. So why should we be a fan of this mockery of the Browns?
Ooh. Go to church.
That's all.
we gonna have, we. I think we have to put Tim in timeout for a little bit. He bring it down. He bring it
Man,
down.
I'm tired, man. I'm
Hey, he
tired of
bring
these
it down.
cats.
Hey man, I'm gonna have to drink some more, man, because I was feeling all nice and buzzed, and you just bringing me all down.
Nah, man. It's time to step into reality. They've been selling us this dream of next year too many
Okay, all right.
years.
So will some good news help you, Tim? Because I got some good news. You
So
ready?
bring it. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Paul Depot Testa.
He quit?
His ass is gone.
Yes.
He went to the was it the Colorado Rockies?
Colorado Rockies
Yeah,
to
you
be
know
the head
what?
operations of baseball.
He just signed with the Colorado Rockies. So Moneyball, although I'm sure, well, he was the Moneyball guy. So I don't know if this is an end for the Moneyball for the Browns. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they'll continue with the whole Moneyball thing, or do you
God, I
think?
hope not. I hope not.
All right, well, go ahead,
I'm hoping.
Brian. Go ahead, Brian. You can go
I was
first.
Yeah.
never a fan of that hire to begin with because analytics doesn't belong in football. It belongs in baseball. When you got a 3-2 count and a left-hander hitter up and it's the bottom of the ninth and he sprays the ball to left field every time, in analytics, you're not going to do that. Football is a game of feeling too. A 2nd and 10 on one play is not the same 2nd and 10 on a second play or a different lineup. Linebackers can line up different. They cheat. They
Yeah.
put their hand up. They put their hand down. They do everything else.
Momentum, all of
It's
that.
just not for football because football is a game of field that's played in between the yards and then play in between the hashes. It's not baseball. I was never a fan of that hire.
Time out for a second, Brian. I thought they only used, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they only used analytics when it came to the draft and trades and that stuff.
Nah.
It was to my
They use
understanding that
analytics
they
for
didn't do it
everything.
during the game.
Well, to my
They use it all
understanding,
through the
that
game.
he had to Stefanski has to prove the first 20 plays or something through Paul DePosta.
What?
Is that why they
Yeah.
score? Is that why they score all the time on those first
In the
20
first
plays?
quarter, in the first drive. They
Yeah.
always score in the first drive like that. That's crazy, making us have hope.
Either way it goes, I was never a fan of that hire, and I'm kind of glad that he's gone because now let's see what happens with the team and allowing true play calling and everything else to happen. I mean, I could be wrong, but I read a report somewhere that when Stefanski got hired, he had to agree that he was going to have his play calling approved by them before he could do his play calling. Because they had the first 20 plays or something set up, and then after that, it's just basic play calling. And that might be it too. It could be the 20 plays that's set up, and then outside of that, what do I do now? Who do I put in? Judy's not catching anything. What do I do now?
Right. What you think, Kurt? Now that ding dong, the best is gone. Victor with the best is gone. Oh, so do you think that now that he's gone? You think that now that he's gone? You think that we'll get back to regular football stuff, or you think we'll continue with the money ball?
I mean, for the Browns, what is regular football stuff? I guess we got to start there. I hope that something changes. Like I say, in my whole life, I've been waiting for us to win, and I've been in a lot of fist fights with people like Steeler fans and stuff who want to talk trash. So I need somebody to do something better. Like I said, they can call me. I will move to Cleveland. I will run all the operations they need me to. Just give me a season. I feel like I can do a better job than everybody. One season. One season. Just one. I got it.
Okay. Tim, what you think?
I'm hoping that this is the first brick of the entire dismantling of this operation.
Boom.
I'm hoping that next they can go ahead and get rid of Andrew Berry. Come on down and clean out Kevin Stefanski. I would keep Jim Schwartz because what he's doing is working. But I mean, it's time to. I really wish Haslam would leave. I really do because I believe this is deeper than just just the front office and the team itself. I think it's him. But I mean, I hope that hopefully that this means that they're getting ready to start making some real changes. Let him go, and I mean, if they kept Andrew Berry, I wouldn't mind. But Stefanski has to go to take on these when you step down from coaching the first time, from being a coordinator the first time, what made you step up to do it again? Why would you try something you already failed at that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just I'm ready for him to go. So hopefully, I'm glad D Podesta's gone. I'm just hoping that it doesn't end there. I'm hoping that they clean house. That's what I hope.
Yeah, I was reading that with quick clips saying on the pass protection for the last game was really good, and Gabriel didn't get touched one time. He's just not that good at all. What do you think? Wait a minute, Mama Bear, you didn't give us an answer.
Oh, well, I would have been disappointed if we would have taken this bye week and not made some of these type changes. So I'm really glad to see them, changing the play calling, getting rid of people who need to go. They probably need to get rid of a few more people. And like Brian was saying, like get back to the feel of football. Like it's supposed to be entertaining. So the fact that they're acting all scared about putting certain people in, being all scary about it, that's not fun. Football's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun for the players. It's supposed to feel good. And like you said, the analytics is like they could be hurting us. You'll notice that our rookies, we got the flyest rookie class. Like when you let the young boys just have at it, you let the young bloods just get on the field and just start having fun playing football. Look what happens. Look what happens when you turn people like Floria and Bond loose. Look what happens when you let Flannan get out there and get some, as opposed to your veterans like David Njoku. He's hitting vet level at this point. They just start having fun and playing football, charging each other up. So I think it's a good move, a better direction. Maybe it'll turn some things around. I don't know what this is about to look like though. Honestly, just with Dylan at the helm, all these changes could be in vain.
Okay. Hey Cody, put up that just trust me guys thing that I just sent you. I thought that was kind of interesting. So basically what they did, they put up Cody Kessler first 4 games, and they put up Dylan Gabriel's first 4 games. Cody Kessler. Was that the kid? Wait a minute, Cody Kessler. Which one was? Which was no Kaiser was the kid from Notre Dame.
Notre
Kessler,
Dame, yeah.
I don't
Kessler
remember.
was from USC.
Kessler was from USC.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They're
I
one
mean,
and the same.
anyway you slice it, I mean, yeah, it's just
This is pathetic.
You see that, Brian? You see that comment?
It says smile, Brian.
It
I
said,
do
"Make me
smile.
smile."
They have over, and here you got Flacco with over 1,000 yards in 3 games.
right. Exactly.
I hate to think about it, man. Like for real, y'all
So
let him go
it's,
over there and
I mean,
ball out
it's
like that.
you know, it's a bitter pill, and unfortunately, as long as we keep losing, we're gonna constantly get negative stuff like this and other negative articles, and people reaching for this and people reaching for that.
Yeah.
But what I am hearing is that Dylan's gonna get 6, Shador's gonna get 6. But at this point, though, and I'm just being honest, at this point, if I'm the Browns, I don't even play Shador at all this year. And this is the reason why. As long as he doesn't take the field, his value is going to keep on going up because nobody. We've seen that one
That's
flash
facts.
in the preseason.
That's facts.
As long as he hasn't devalued himself, and he hasn't because he hasn't been on the field, I would not play him because here's the thing, and this is the question that I have for everybody here. Do you feel that there's a quarterback coming out that's as good or better than Shador? I'm gonna go with you first, Tim. You shaking your head like you ready to co-sign something.
There's probably not going to be a really decent quarterback to come out until 27. There are no quarterbacks that are coming out in this next draft that I think are worth a first round pick.
Well, what is all the hype about the kid from Indiana?
I mean, he's Mendoza.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know much about him yet. I mean, we see this season he looks good. You know, we're going to see how good he is when they face Ohio State in this Big Ten championship. Then we'll know.
Right. So basically, you don't think there's any quarterbacks coming out.
But I don't think he's as special. Shador is special, man. Like what he did at Colorado with that lack of a line, no running game at all. Like that's a special dude. And that's about he has the it factor. It's beyond just knowing the game of football and being athletic. He has a gift. And we've seen it displayed over and over again. It's a shame that because he's confident in that gift that he can't show it.
Okay. Brian,
At the beginning of this year, there was supposed to be 7 great elite quarterbacks coming out in this draft, and we've seen them all just drop off like flies. Wow. The kid from Indiana just came out of nowhere. He's like one of the better ones. That Sellers kid out of South Carolina, I haven't heard much about him. The kid from Penn State gets injured. So the whole dichotomy of the season changed. Do I think that there's anybody that's getting ready to come out next year that could save us? I don't know about this Moore kid out of Oregon, but everybody's touting him. But I don't think he's a number one, a first round pick either. So I'm not really sure.
Oregon quarterbacks. Oregon doesn't. They don't necessarily produce great quarterbacks for the NFL.
Yeah,
they don't seem to really.
Well, I must have read the same thing that Brian's talking about because I had seen a mock draft that had us drafting that dude, the Oregon quarterback.
That was Kuiper's draft. So take that and just throw it out the garbage. Like just throw it away because Kuiper's not really good at picking stuff anyways. 90% of his stuff is wrong on draft day anyway. So
Kuiper is always off.
Yeah.
So did the hype die down?
I think the hype died down on quarterbacks.
About the Manning cat?
He's not coming out next year.
Yeah, the hype fell off a cliff.
There was a bunch of hype around him, like, oh, he about to be it.
His last name is Manning.
It was all the hype, and then the season started.
Yep. Ohio State exposed him, and then the rest of the league took over.
They just followed suit.
What about you, Kirk? You think there's a quarterback coming out that's as good or better than Shador?
Not at all. Not at all. I think that, like he said, Shador is different. So to be able to do what he's done and not have the help that he needed to be successful, I think that's a big deal. And then a lot of times, so the NFL used to have like, one or two quarterbacks that come out and they'd start, and everybody else would have to sit and wait and develop and that type of thing. A lot of teams are now trying to find the quarterback for right now instead of taking the time to, get them used to the system and actually let them be used to being in the NFL instead of just throwing them to the fire as soon as they come out. Because the NFL and college, two different things, So if you're not prepared or if no one helps you with the transition, yeah. So I don't think anybody's ready.
Right. Well, and with quarterbacks, you're absolutely right. There was a time where you could actually develop a quarterback, but once those salaries skyrocketed, hey, you making this money, get your behind out there and let's see some results.
But the problem with that is then we put all this pressure on this guy with this large contract, and they come through and they blow it, and then we have all this money tied into this person for 3 or 5 years, and we can't do nothing. Football don't work that. Football's like the one sport where you can't just grab, 10 people and at one time and make your team better. It's like 2 people, 3 people. You might do something where you can get 4 people, but that's about it. So every year you got to make that add up.
Well, no, I mean, think about it. I mean, just think about Baker Mayfield's class. Baker had to develop. Sam Darnold had to develop. Jared Goff had to develop. Who else came out that year? There's one more. Wait a minute.
Lamar came out that year, right? Or was it Allen?
Lamar came out that. Wait a minute. Did he? Yeah, I think he did.
Did Allen come out that year?
Who?
Josh Allen.
Buffalo.
I think so.
Yeah,
you said Lamar and Allen.
Yep. Yeah, because they're saying the 2018 class is the best class of quarterbacks since '84.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So you're absolutely right. Where the NFL, for whatever reason, they just don't. They don't want to see. Well, no, it's not that they don't want to see the quarterbacks develop. They don't want to spend the time to develop them because they're spending that money on them, and it's like they got 5 years. If it's a first round pick, you got 5 years to get it right with the first round picks. So, hey,
I would agree with you though, Ray. I wouldn't play. Like, I was really wanting, like, if they were going to play Shador, they should have already played them while there was still a chance for the season. I don't want to see him play now because there's no need to see him play now. Like, the season's over. You're not going to win anything. And chances are by the time he gets in, the team will have checked out by then. He's not going to get their best. So, it's just a matter. I would just hold on to him as bad as I want to see him play. That's my selfish desire. But I would hold him.
Year under his belt. He got a full year under his belt. But
maybe they'll get rid of Stefanski and get some other weapons in there.
Here's the problem with that though. Now he got to learn a whole new system again.
So
that's the only thing I hate about getting a new coach, man.
Here's the thing. He doesn't necessarily, but by not playing this year though, it won't be like he's developed any real muscle memory to these plays or anything like that. And if they make the firing at the right time, he'll have all of off season to start learning this new playbook or this new system whenever they find another coach. Because here's the thing, I'm not going to hold on to Stefanski because we don't want to learn a new system. His system sucks. It shouldn't be learned by anybody. So in my mind, it's like bye. You know what I mean? I want him out of here because once we've seen the show, it's like. I'll put it to you, like, you ever watched a movie and you've seen how this movie ends, you don't like how it ends, but you wish for a different ending anyway, somewhere deep inside? That's what we do. That's what we do. This movie ends the same way. It's got the same ending. Just wait on it. And it's time to change the channel and make a new story. This is over with. Period.
Yeah, I guess for me, like you said, the season is shot. You got all these injuries. The line isn't looking that hot. The receivers aren't looking that hot. Man, hey,
let me see.
Wait till next year. We'll have new excitement. We'll have new anticipation. Roll him out with the new rookies and free agents that we're gonna get, because that's one thing that. Coach. Oh yeah, definitely. See, I ain't mad at Andrew Berry. as much
Yeah,
as
Ab is all right with me.
I think,
He all right with me.
yeah, Andrew Berry's okay with me. He's okay with me. He may, he just doesn't. He just don't seem to know how to pick wide receivers though.
he did what?
He just
I
don't
hear
seem
you.
to know how to pick a wide receiver though. That's his Achilles heel.
Remember how pumped up we were when we got OBJ's little broken up fragile self? I want to cuss real bad. Remember how pumped up we were
There were
when we
people
got
pumped up
OBJ?
when we got Gary Coleman, or not Gary Coleman, Corey Coleman.
You know, you
Either way,
know,
there's
that's
people that
Dylan
were pumped
Gabriel.
up when we got him, and that was
You know
crazy.
who we
because-
should have kept? Peoples Jones.
What you
Yeah.
talking about, Brian?
Well, I'm just saying, everybody was excited when we got Coleman when he came out of Baylor, and that. And the only thing that guy cared about was his shoes and crying on camera about being if I'm not number one, trade
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
Like we're not good at picking
We
wide
should have kept
receivers. We need to
Jarvis
pick wide
Landry.
receivers.
Yeah.
We should have kept
Hey, I like this
Landry.
dude. I like this wide receiver coming out of Ohio State. That's what I want.
Tate.
Wasn't Coleman RG3's receiver?
Yes.
Okay, I remember now. Because they said the only route that he could run was to fly. He couldn't run anything. He literally had no route tree. It just they go in the huddle. Go long. You go long, man. That's it.
How y'all feel about Jeremiah Smith?
Well, he won't be coming out.
He won't come out this year. He'll come
I'm
out
just
the
saying,
following
like,
year.
do y'all when y'all look at him, does he look like he's gonna be?
Come
one of
on,
those?
that ain't even a question.
Yeah,
Come on.
They must go ahead and get his. They must go ahead and take that yellow jacket.
What
right
year
now.
is he in right now? He's sophomore right now.
Sophomore. He got
Yeah.
he got
Sophomore. He got one more year after this.
Okay.
At least. Yeah.
He can come out after next year. But
Hey, I wouldn't mind
Tate
sticking
can come
around
out
waiting
this
for
year.
Sam.
My question is Tate a product of that system? Because number one, they said he runs a 4. He's not that fast. He runs a 4.7.
But Jerry Rice wasn't that fast when he ran his 40 either. But he may have that right next to you speed. It's like if I need to run a 4.5 because this guy runs a 4.6, that's what I'm running today. Like game speed is different. You know, when you play football, it's like, like you may be able to bench press a certain amount, but if a guy's in front of you and you need to get to the quarterback, or if a guy's in front of you and you need to get to the first down, guess how much you bench right now in this moment? Whatever it takes to get that extra yard. It is like that.
You can't coach that speed. You
can't coach speed, but you also can't coach a natural knack to run routes either. Like there are guys who can be trained to run routes, but there are guys who just have a knack for it. You know, and Jerry Rice was one of those guys, and the ability to run timing routes and stuff like that. That's very important, especially at the NFL level.
Hey Tim, for every Jerry Rice, you had remember Detroit Lions, they took a wide receiver, the number 1 overall pick in the whole draft 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Williams. Matter of fact, I think both of their names was Williams, and both of them were garbage. And then finally, they hit the Megatron pick. Finally.
One was Roy Williams. I remember that. He's out of Texas.
Roy Williams. Yeah, I remember him.
Right.
Trying to remember the other guy the following year. I know what you're talking about though. But I mean,
Raiders
it's not even
do that too
route.
a lot.
Right. But you're right on the route running, because if you watched Monday night, Marvin Harrison, like he just put that guy on his ass and did a slant route and caught it for
That's
a
all he did. It
touchdown.
was 3 steps.
Yeah, it was 3 steps and he's falling backwards. So route running is something that is very pristine, like you said, that it needs to happen. And, you know, speed will come. I mean, Danny Amendola wasn't fast, but he was a great catcher. He could get open and he could make
Steve Largent. Like, look at the Browns, like Webster Slaughter, Webster Slaughter, and Brian Brennan. Those dudes stayed open. It's about being savvy enough to get off the line of scrimmage and to run a route that's pristine, especially those timing routes. The best receivers often weren't the fastest dudes.
Exactly.
Charles Rogers.
Well, you know who's going to be available, right?
Who?
Cheetah. He's done in
Miami.
Tyreek.
Yeah, he's.
You know what though?
After those knee injuries,
they come to the Browns, I was about to say, as soon as they come to the Browns, they be all broke up, and then they'd be like, "Wait, you did all of that over there."
Wait.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like we be taking them after they didn't already given their best.
Right.
That's true.
I need somebody that they prime.
But when I say about him though, is this: he's one of those guys where, like, at his prime, he may not be, but where he is now, he's still an elite athlete because he was that much better than most. That dude is a beast, man. He's a freak of nature. His speed, his ability. He's a great route runner too, and he has
Yeah.
great vision. He's strong to be so small. Great hands. He's a dynamic player. Now, if we were going to do a retread on anybody, he would be one I would take a flyer on because to me, he seems more of a serious football player than a lot of
Yeah.
these guys that we get
Well,
retread.
the problem with him is he can't keep his hands off of women.
Yeah,
Oof.
that part.
That's it. Yeah, that's
See, bringing that stank on the field, bringing that stank,
that's it. Yeah, that's his
stinking up the place. Yeah.
problem. So hey, we went from 2 points underdogs before the trade deadline. Now we're 3-point favorites. Can anybody guess why?
Because they traded their two best defensive players away. The Jets did.
So the question is, Sauce Gardner and Quinnen Williams. I guess they figured our defense sucks with these two guys, so we might as well try to get something for them. And man, I think next year they have over. Now I don't know if it was from both of these guys, but next year they got 5 number 1 picks. The Jets do.
Oof. I mean, it's terrible.
But hey, as we seen, it don't matter how many good players you got, if you don't figure out that one main position, the quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
you in for a long season.
Yeah.
So I guess
Well, they need to parlay some of those picks for the following year and build their draft, build up their weapons for this quarterback. Because ain't no quarterback in this draft worth it. Period. So they might as well just build everything else, save maybe couple some up for next year's draft, for 27's draft to get their quarterback.
That's the other thing, Tim. If you hold Shador till next year, especially if you don't think any quarterbacks are then the Browns could take those 2 number 1s and whatever extra stuff that they got and just build up everything else. Then next year, if Shador ain't that cat, then the following year they can do whatever they got to do.
That's what I would do.
That's what I would do. But
y'all don't want to see Shador till next year. Is what y'all saying? That's.
No,
I mean, I want to see him. I want to see him
this year.
But I just don't think it's. I don't think it's. I don't see a purpose in it anymore. The season's cooked, and so bring him out there to get hurt. And especially once the because if he's going to give what's his name, Dylan Gabriel, another 2 games, by this time, if they're 2-7 or 2-9, I mean, what's the rest of the team going to be around Shador? They're checked out. They're checked out. So I don't need to put him out there to get hurt and to not perform well.
I want to be entertained.
I know.
I'm not entertained.
Lauren said, let's give them all of our 5th and 6th rounders for one of those first rounders that the Jets have.
Well, from what I read on some reports, we were active on trying to get Garrett Wilson, the wide receiver, but the price tag was way too high for him.
Way too high.
Yeah, because we weren't the only one trying to go after him, and everybody else said no on him too. So I think we did try to go after, and Garrett Wilson would have been an elite wide receiver for them to grab, I think. But to go back on Sanders, I'm at the point right now where I'm so tired of Dylan Gabriel. I'm ready to see Sanders because I already know what I'm getting out of Gabriel every week. It's just it at least give us some sort of excitement because the season's gone. It's done. And and what's crazy is we're only 3 games back from Pittsburgh in the first round or for first place, but we know we're not going to get there.
Yeah, so, okay. But you know what? I just thought of something. Because a lot of what we don't like about Dylan Gabriel, to me, is because Stefanski has him handicapped in that system. Perfect example. Now you have a short quarterback. Mm-hmm. Why are you constantly dropping him straight back in the pocket? So he can. Mm-hmm. You got a short quarterback. Roll him out so he can see the field, so he can see those lanes, those throwing lanes. Dropping him straight back, and everybody's coming in like this. Come on, man. Yeah. We learned that down in Bonnie Rogers, man.
That's true, But the thing about it is that all these accommodations for somebody who just isn't he shouldn't
Mediocre.
be there.
Oh, see,
Like all of these things, man. I'm like,
I'm not
listen.
agreeing.
I'm
Well,
sorry, Ray. That is a little guy. He's little. He is, man. He's a very little
Yes.
guy. A very little guy in the NFL. He
A
is,
very little
man.
guy.
Well,
He is.
they
And
said that about Baker too, and how many key plays and how many rollout plays and how many plays did they play for him to get him out of the pocket so he can see down the field so he can do all that.
He's
And they're not doing
staying
that
getting
with
his
Dylan
practice,
but
Gabriel.
Mike.
Baker,
Get out of
right?
here.
But Baker, when I say little guy, I'm not just talking about height. Baker and Dylan Gabriel. Baker looks like a grown man next to Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel's a little dainty guy. He
Santa's
is.
elves look bigger
Dainty.
He's
than Dylan
Dainty.
Gabriel.
he's
Dainty.
dainty. He's
Yeah.
petite.
Dainty.
He is. I'm sorry
what
about
dainty?
that.
What
And
dainty?
dainty,
Oh, Dylan.
name me a dainty successful football player in the history of the world.
Middle.
Again,
Yeah,
Dave Flutie.
Middle. I'm gonna need you to get your brother.
maybe a
listen,
kicker.
listen. My
It's the
biggest
truth.
issue is I want to be able to get on here and talk about the game next week. And if they keep running him, I probably ain't watching.
He's not
I'm not
fun to
I'm not
watch.
entertained.
Well, all that means is that it makes our job harder because we have to make our show entertaining and not use them losses.
Hey, it's the
But
same
no,
as being a president every week. I got to make my club entertaining every week, and I got to hype them up, and I got to make them feel good. And I'm still a Browns fan. I still love my Browns. I'm still going to go to games. I'm
yeah.
going out to Vegas in 2 weeks. I'm going up to the Tennessee game. I'm spending my money to watch this product because I'm still,
Wow.
at the end of the day, I'm still a diehard fan that loves this club. I just want to see success happen. I'm tired of this time next year. We're going to do it again next year. We're going to do it next year. Let's get the franchise quarterback. Let's get the elite wide receivers. Let's make this complementary defense that we have. You know, we have a defensive end that has 5 sacks in a game, and we get blown out.
Right.
It's insane to me. Anybody else that gets their defensive end star player of the year gets 5 sacks, and you know they're dominating the game and they're winning and they're blowing out the opponent. We get blown out. So at some point, the front office and everybody else has got to go. Enough is enough. We got to
That's a
win this.
fireable offense.
Well, let
As
me
a
ask you
head
this.
coach, that's a
What do you
fireable
think is worse?
offense.
What do you think is worse? Flacco putting up 4 touchdowns, 400 yards, and losing, or 5 sacks and the offense can't bust a great?
5 sacks and losing because Flacco had weapons. We only had a weapon.
And that was the 5 sack guy.
Exactly.
Right.
And we drove down opening drive, if I remember right. We drove down opening drive and scored on that game and then do anything after
And
that.
then do nothing else.
Opening drives drive me crazy because it looks so effortless. It's almost like we're a pro team and we're playing high school kids. That's how effortless it looks. And then after that first drive, we go back to we regressed or whatever you want to call it.
3 and out.
Hey, we down to 1 minute. Before we leave out, I want to say to Ray, thank you for your service. I want to say to Kirk Diggler, thank you for your service because I know we won't see each other again until after Veterans Day.
That's right.
So I want to send some love to all the veterans. Thank you so much for your service before y'all wrap up. I was just watching the time, so I want to make sure I get that said.
Absolutely. Thank you.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Actually, I got 2. How long were you in?
10 years.
10?
10.
Okay, I did 11. Okay, so what was your craziest Cleveland Brown moment while you were in the service away? What was your craziest Cleveland Brown moment?
Wishing that we would have won the Super Bowl instead of the Ravens. So Ravens wins the Super Bowl, I get into 3 fist fights immediately. Cause I'm like, man, this was my team my whole life. These same losers, and then they just go immediately. Yeah. So that was it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I want to mention something real quick on a mental health tip. I don't know if anybody saw the news about the young man who scored a touchdown in the Dallas Arizona game Monday night. He committed suicide. Marshawn Nealon. He was number 94 for the Cowboys. And I just wanted to kind of like send a prayer out to his family and loved ones, his girlfriend,
Yeah.
and the people that
Yeah, of
loved
course.
him, and for the Dallas organization and NFL. And I know we take all these things seriously with our team's wins and losses, but you know, there's moments like this where we kind of have to kind of reflect on what's truly important. I just wanted to kind of mention that, you know, before we got off tonight.
Well, thank you, Tim.
Appreciate that.
I had completely
that.
forgot about that. And the thing about it, I had seen it, but I never really heard the story until like maybe 5 minutes before we went on air tonight. I didn't know he had committed suicide. Wow.
Yeah.
24 years old.
That's insane.
Right. So that's gonna calm me down off the entertainment tip and start just seeing, because sometimes, you know, you see these gladiators on the field and you don't get to break them down into people like yourself. You know, and I would say it all the time, like, yeah, I love being on my warm sofa watching a snow globe game. They out there freezing. Anytime them fingers hit on a helmet, you know, but they out there, you know, so definitely gotta take a moment and just realize, you know, these are young people out here, you know, being gladiators for us.
Let me just say this. There is no stigmata in asking for help. There really is not.
Amen. Amen.
Somebody is going to miss you when you are gone, and just ask for help. Just ask for help. But if somebody go out, have a beer with, talk for about 4 hours, whatever you need to do, just ask for help.
Yeah.
There's no stigmata for a man to break down and ask for help.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But it takes you a minute to get there. But once you get there, because I fought mental health counseling for years, and finally, well, my brother-in-law or ex-brother-in-law, he worked at the VA clinic, and he said, no, we actually got good doctors up here. You should give them a try. And on his advice, I went up, and that was probably 10 years ago, and I've been going once a month ever since.
Yeah, I've been going for the last 12 years.
It is important. It is important to get out there. And sometimes you just want to be heard. Sometimes you need to get stuff off your chest. Whatever.
Yeah.
A large part of my work is working with youth to erase that stigma. In fact, I know we got to go, but in fact, last year I went into my first school to counsel, and when I sent out the consent forms to the families, I had mental health services on there, and almost every family turned it down. There's nothing wrong with my child. Leave me alone with that. I sent the exact same form out and changed it to youth empowerment program. Those exact same parents signed up immediately. So when I go, working with the youth and making this as routine as a yearly checkup or as a dentist appointment or any other thing that we take care of ourselves with, making it just as routine and as simple as that, whether there's a trauma or not, making sure that there's preventative maintenance about your emotional capacities and the things that you can store up some type of tools in case there is a tragedy or trauma that you face. And so I just recommend that everyone take some time to speak to someone, whether you think something's wrong or not. Just be in the habit of saying about yourself, even if it's every few months, but just get in the habit of doing that.
Oh, absolutely.
Here.
Absolutely. Anybody else got any parting shots of wisdom or words before we head
keep
on
a little
out?
prayer for those 3 families too, and all those people in Louisville. That was crazy yesterday.
That plane crash.
Oh Lord!
My God.
Wow! Could you imagine being a guy sitting in a truck when that happens?
Yeah, I was like, this can't be real.
Man,
there's another dash cam footage that came out from people on a side street, like right before that parts place or whatever. They're sitting on that side road, right where you just saw it crash, and I'm just like, I don't even know how you can mentally get past that watching a plane crash like that.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Yeah.
I've been to Iraq 3 times. I've seen things that I like to tell stories to my friends so people don't think I'm like, you know, if I'm having a bad day, I want you to know it's okay because I know when it's happening. But I like to tell stories to my friends because I want the rest of my veteran friends to be comfortable to share our stories. So out of the 300 veterans I hang out with or call, I'm probably the most verbal or the most socially aware. So I try to make sure that I spread our message as often as possible because it's important.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And the thing about it, once you actually get in to counseling, and it's almost like you feel free when you talk about it.
Yeah, you feel good. You feel good. You know.
Yeah, it's almost like it's your superpower. The more I talk about it, the more power I'm powering up because I can talk about my weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, that's our show, everybody. It was a great show as usual. See y'all next week. And as always, go Browns!
Go Browns!